Hello, this is Olivia, Nicole, Annika, and Cameron. Today, we will be presenting the story of the era of reform in America. Reform is the attempt to change or improve a society. In the 1800s, our country was undergoing a period of change.
The Reform era began with a religious revival. It was known as the Second Greatest Awakening, designed to purify the nation. It was the birth of a new idea, transcendentalism. This new philosophy taught that everyone can gain the forgiveness of God and encouraged citizens to question the rules of society. The creator of transcendentalism was a man named Ralph Waldo Emerson. His friend, Henry David Thoreau, introduced another belief of the importance of nature in finding the God within. He lived in the woods in solitude for 2 years, writing a 6,000-page journal. He also wrote an essay called The Walden, capturing the new philosophy. People also tried living in separate and peaceful communities, but they rarely lasted.
Another aspect of the reform was the treatment of the mentally ill. Dorothea Dix was a schoolteacher who went to a prison to teach Sunday school. She discovered that mentally ill inmates were chained up and thrown in a cell without windows, a bathroom, or heat, unclothed. A prison guard once told Dix that the insane do not feel heat or cold. Dix also discovered that prisoners were being held for having $20 or less in debt. While the debtors were in prison, they couldn't earn back the money, so they stayed in jail for a long time. Outraged by the treatment of prisoners, Dix took her cause to the Massachusetts state legislature. The court voted in favor of making public asylums in all states. By the time Dix died, states no longer put debtors in prisons, had special justice systems for kids, and outlawed cruel punishments such as branding.
The final part of the reform was improving education. In these times, quality education was a rare thing in the United States. There were few public schools, and teachers were often uneducated and underpaid. This meant that most children in America did not go to school. Somebody who was working to change this was a reformer named Horace Mann.
What a babe.
He eventually became the supervisor of education in Massachusetts. He helped to raise awareness about the need for better education. Before long, the people of Massachusetts voted to pay higher taxes in order to raise teacher salaries and provide more training for school staff. The idea of bettering education spread throughout the rest of the country. Before long, most white male children were attending school regularly.
Whoopers! Stop!
Olivia, it's so hot.
Olivia, you're doing it!
It's literally like 9:30.
Shut up. Okay, Nicole, a few seconds of silence so we can crop it out.
The final part of the reform was improving education. Dang it!